How many of you have ever seen "I'll do it tomorrow" and how often does that tomorrow turns into days, weeks, or even longer? If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many people have the struggle with procrastination. Studies show that about 20% of adults put things off regularly, and for students, this number can be as high as 80%. Procrastination is not just an occasional bad habit. For some, it can become a significant roadblock to success. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, honorable judges and audiences. My name is Humaira. Today I want to talk about a lot of something we deal with, procrastination. This is when we keep putting off the thing that we need to do, and it's a big problem for students like us. Procrastination isn't new, but the way technology and social media make it worse is something unique for our generation. It's not just about feeling lazy, but it's also about how technology affects our focus, emotion, or even our self-esteem. Let's talk about why this happens. Technology gives us many amazing tools. Handphone, computer, and the apps help us to work, but how often do we actually use the word that? Instead, they distract us. The apps like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube are made to keep us watching and scrolling. It's not just random. These apps are designed to grab our attention as long as possible. The more time we spend on them, the harder it becomes to focus on our goals. There's also something called FOMO, or the fear of the missing. When we see the past about what our friends doing or needs to, we feel like we have to stay online. We're afraid if we don't check it, we might miss something important or fun. But while we're doing that, we're not getting our schoolwork or other responsibilities done. And it's a problem for us. So we use should see time. Honorable judges and audiences. Social media also can make us feel like we need to be perfect. When we see other people's best moment, we think like we have to do everything just as well. And when we cannot meet the side expectation, we might stop working on something. And it's not that good. When the procrastination fits our stress gonna make us procrastinate even more. Now, let's look how procrastination affects us. Firstly, it might seem like it's not a big deal, but the more time is spent with the deadline getting close, anxiety and stress hit hard. We stay up late to finish things, which leads us to being tired all the time. Lack of sleep makes it even harder to focus on the next thing, creating a cycle of being through of to quitting. When we cannot do something as well as we hope, we're gonna feel bad about ourselves. This can turn into a cycle of feeling worse and worse. But the good news is we can fight back against procrastination. One way is by setting a boundaries with the technology. Take a break from the social media, or you can use the app that can block distraction while you study. example, you can use some apps that can lock your phone for a set amount of time so you can focus on your work. You can also use tools like planners, calendars, or even like a simple checklist to organize your work. Breaking your tasks into a smaller plan can make it feel less overwhelming. Honorable notice and audiences. Another way to beat procrastination is by setting small and realistic goals. So you don't have to be perfect. You just keep making a progress. Celebrate as little things that you have been accomplished because they all add up. For example, have the big goals. You can start it with small things like you get gathering the materials or writing the rough outline. Small wins build momentum. Momentum make it even easier to keep going. If you're feeling stuck, don't be afraid to ask for help because there is always someone who can support you. Procrastination is tough, but the way we can, but it doesn't have to control us. We can use technology smartly to stay focused and get things done. Let's not let procrastination affect us to reaching our goals and taking care of our mental health. I think that's all from my speech. Thanks for all. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.